Hey, cool cats, cool kittens. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a little bit of work down here. But I got told when I was gonna do like a base tour. So basically, right now, what we just expanded to is Jacko. It's short for Jackaholic. Didn't have a lot of space, so right now it's just Jacko's road and kind of just um style, I guess you could say. So basically we keep expanding to try to make that numbers. Let me hit this button right here. Let's say over the last hour, because we've been fighting, and when we fight, production and consumption value goes down. Also, what I was being silly about is I forgot to set up the train. We'll talk about it in just a second. I'll show you. So currently we're at about just pushing 96 over the last hour. So kind of like the there was a period of time that we were not doing very well, and that was simply because this guy right here had this not in there. So basically, right now, as soon as it drops below 100, we just go ahead and send it to go over and pick up more. I think we have currently about 9,600 setting in Camp Bindi. That is somewhere there. Hang on. Where did I put? Oh, that's right. It's up here. So currently, we have 1,000 that sets there at any given time just to keep the logistic spots from just like shuffling, waiting a bunch of time. So and the network, as you can see, we have 96, 96, 6,800, 3,500. So we're not producing well. What's the word I'm looking for? The production was very not at the same time. We had most of these were already started, and I don't exactly know why. I think some of these right here, it just something causes kind of a goof around in there. Not for sure exactly what, but as you can tell, these guys are getting to work. Now, on that, I do believe, I'm not over where I can hit it, but I put a filter on there so that it only picks up like a certain amount, and it's just not like grab whatever it can grab. Now, if I come over here, I still gotta figure out why. I left a space for military science. We're not doing it because if I do that, then it's going to have like a certain amount, that causes it not to trip, and I wanted to kind of keep it standard. And currently over here, military science, we have the main one should be about 1,000 or something like that. Hang on, let's actually find out, because there's none. I have none coming from the other one. So on this one, where is it? Oh yeah, the disco. So this right here is strictly coming in from your rocket science, and then the rest of them get populated here. This one I got to work on. So this is where it's causing a problem. This is just had some kind of problem. I'm not sure what it was, but it basically, this has been a bottleneck for a while, and slowly limping it along type thing. But it is what it is. So watch the disco for a second. I do like this this mod, the disco mod for the science pack. It's actually pretty awesome. Okay, so military science, that's what I was looking for. It was green. There it is right there. So military science says, oh, that's right, we don't have I removed the buffer, I think. Oh, there it is. So 8,900. I was wondering why it wasn't showing, because I never put that onto the logistics network. So okay. Realistically, what I was shooting for on this one, kind of, this is getting backed up finally. We're shoving a ton of stuff at it as well. What we're also doing is we're actually just supplementing plates as well, and that's mostly coming from what is going to be kind of the overall. Hang on, let's go over here where we're actually supposed to be going. Tech Whiz is going to be kind of like the I'm gonna say the stopgap, but it's the kind of central point, because it gives us a chance to where we go this way and we also go down. So we're going to slowly build up some of the stuff that's here. As far as like the smelting place, I do believe is what the kind of the goal is, and then we can, as we grow here, kind of branch out. And these are slowly getting themselves down. This started out originally at 10. Now we burned through like 4 million of it, and we burned through about 5 million of this one. This one is just right here, but what it is actually doing is feeding. This is where that input is, and here is the secondary input. And this is TechWiz's, you know, lower side right now. We slowly branching out. We went in and dropped a couple gun pods in just for, you know, because we had somebody sneak up through this way, and I guess that's them right there that came over here and well, kind of took out this guy, which basically they went off the radiator, the satellite, and so it didn't actually do so much. It hit there, and it's kind of funny because as soon as it did that, they kind of stopped. They did a little bit more destruction, but they kind of just stopped. So we came over relatively quickly, I guess you can say, and dispatched with the problem makers. And so yeah, so this one, you know, comes up here and kind of, you know, degrades here. I did not leave the stationary ones like I upgraded on Jacko, because this I didn't have. I doubt it's going to be there full time. This will probably get ripped up or, you know, turned into like an offshoot that's going this way or something. I'm not exactly 100% because we kind of like explore and see how things going. But what we did do is find this nice place up here. So I mean, we got 16 here. I think that's 7. Yeah, 7, and then, you know, 3, and so that's 3 plus 11. That's 14. And you got like oil. So basically, we can turn Jacko into kind of like we did with Bindi and have almost like a full-on place. And then maybe start shooting back this way because now we see some more oil that's way over here. Gotta do a little bit more here. One of the requirements, I either walk a spider out here and clear, or we fire at targets. So as you can see, there's nothing here. Like, that's not a target. Otherwise I would have already shot at it. To exploring is restricted again by hitting targets, so this is kind of out of the range. So let me hit this button right here, and where is, oh my bad, hit the wrong button. So just out of, I can hit right here, and then, you know, so basically that's a legit, that is outside of the target. So basically that's the overall. Now it'll send a few people back here. We've got Big Betty. Betty is going to grow soon. Right now, she is only 5 artillery wagons as well. But Jacko has a permanent fixture. We're going to kind of make it so Big Betty feeds into. So right here has a bunch of big bang bangs. Yeah. So let's go. Now see, that really didn't open up very much stuff. So if I hit, like, right, I should be able to hit them. Let's get as close as we can. Bam. There we go. So that'll open up just a little bit more, and we'll see if there's anybody over here, and then we can kind of walk it over. But that's one of the requirements. That, again, this build is with a goal of no, I want to say boosters, but steam powered. Ooh, yeah, right there. Steam powered. Hang on, here we go. We got 2 places for steam currently. We're about just under 700 steam. It's all coal powered steam, so it's dirty. And then here is the other one, and here's the other craziness called the power generation. So there's our power. This is original base. It's been severely kind of upgraded and infused with different stuff. Hang on, let me get rid of that because I tend to click the button by accident and attack my base. I don't feel. Ooh. Did we just fire off? Sounded like we fired off. It might have been over on the other place. What are you doing over? Get out of the base. Come on, man. Go say hi. And so yeah, so basically this is going to be TechWiz is going here. So and kind of like this is the base tour. We have some stuff over here that we'll probably end up making our way over to. Sid, and where's Sid? Exit Sid comes into where Sid was. So Sid is turning into being the oil production, but not necessarily just oil production. It's mostly just petroleum, plain and simple. Should be enough to feed everything that we need for petroleum up to about 1,000, as long as we keep it fed. Currently, it's getting its supply line from this little guy right here. So all of this is, oh, my bad, let me get that off. So I don't click on it and blow it up. Slight pods. These are a little bit bigger pods. These are more Camp Bendy style pods, which these, somewhat push fire across, which self-contained. So yeah, eventual move on this one, we are going to probably move this so that these bots stop like crossing over and trying to get themselves blown up, type thing. And yep, use a little fire. So next spot for Bendy is heading north, and then heading this way, because we have a couple like big patches up here that we could use very shortly, and that'll be as Bendy gets its stuff done. Hang on. So let's go over, and it kind of covers most of this stuff. Power, main building area. Oh, that's right. So basically, every time that we start building, it takes away from the main core. That's why everything's getting back infused, and because we haven't really set up a good mall. What we are doing is slowly building a mall up here, and then we have a pretty good one at ooh, that was a pretty big fight. And where did we put the other malls? Right here. So we have a couple different. This is Camp Bendy's mall, which is ever kind of growing. Eventually we'll probably be using it to expand, but so expansion, instead of coming from main base all the way up and around and feeding there, you've got, the goal is TechWiz is here, and then maybe into probably have something. TechWiz will probably end up going south. Let me state this correctly, and then who are you shooting at? Oop. And then Jacko will probably end up doing our cardinal direction of heading east. Bendy will do the expansion until, type thing. I have not figured out who's going to be this way, but, Sid will be coming here. And currently, we're working on Rad, and I went to the wrong place. I was thinking of going TechWiz, but it wasn't TechWiz. It was Rad. So let's go ahead and figure out. Let's get down here. So let's go right there, and then look through here, go over there. Yeah, basically. Hang on. Let me collect my thoughts right quick. What are you doing down here? And let's go say hi. Oh, nobody's in rain. Oh, so currently we have my blue is what I ride around mostly on, used to, so that I don't use my left hand for like walking. It gets really a little bit painful. And then it cuts me short. So we have the black is kind of, every one of them has guns. This one has actual setup, so as you can see, with moving around and some defenses as well as some offensive stuff with bots. Yellow, which is, where are you at, Yellow? Where are you, Yellow? Oh, there you are. Yellow is pure like muscle, straight up, like that's the point defense for Camp Bendy. This one's actually should be named Bendy, I do believe. Yeah, Camp Bendy Spidertron. So Camp Bendy was the first major operation for expansion for this one. So hang on, and let's go over here. So what I did in this thing called sandbox, so that I wouldn't end up, basically okay. So I did most of my building on this one so I could test out in the sandbox so that I could let it run to make sure it actually works. So at this point, what this is rad. We're taking rad, and the goal of rad is to supply the boom booms. And so by the boom booms, they're going to be missiles. And so basically kind of turn, and hang on, let's go. That's kind of right here, the icon. So we're going to be using all of our reach out and touch, reach out and say hello invitations to come hang out on the base. So let's go ahead and put it right. So we'll have them come through there, make the loop around. Let's go right there. That looks like a good place, right? Oh, I don't think I have all of this stuff, but basically, yeah, we're going to do, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we need to do. So basically need to bring in, I forgot to write my notes down. So we need iron that's coming in. I know we need plastic. We need sulfur, because we're not going to make it on sulfur. What was the other one? Water. And yeah, some other things. So basically I need to bring the crew over here to be able to do this. But yeah, basically that's kind of the tour and what's going to happen. And hopefully yeah, so keep these short and sweet, type thing. Because what I will say is, thanks very much for the ones that come out and hang out and talk back and forth. I know this is not like a high view series, and again, this is more just me doing having some fun, chatting and talking. So in the near future, trying to work on some other stuff, but again, it comes down to being, one of them, like, hey, this thing, there's certain things that need to happen first. So actually, you know what, this used to be another site for pulling iron, I think it was. So what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of these right quick, and I'll leave all of that stuff right there, so that's not a problem. Yeah, and we'll turn, yeah, it was an iron place. Okay, so yeah, we'll be very shortly be working on rad, and thanks for hanging out. Kind of more of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of the base tour. And so that we get some more defenses, because evidently, yeah, we're going to be firing off a lot more, hopefully soon. And, ooh, thanks for hanging out. And until the next summary update, whatnot, check out something else on the channel if you like it. Hopefully very soon we'll be doing some more chatty things, as well as doing some animations. Have a wonderful, ooh, my bad. Let me get my dancing going on, man. I almost forgot. Got me. I mean, if y'all want to like this stuff, and then maybe even subscribe, and then share this is very, very much greatly appreciated type thing. So and let's do the dancey dance, and then have a wonderful day. And thank you very much for the people that are subbed on Twitch. It is very much appreciated. We are trying to do some kind of content at least once a week or whatnot, posting videos or going live on like Fridays. Kind of like the having kids kind of throws in interacting. I have a 4-year-old which kind of does that crazy stuff. So again, thanks very much for hanging out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Bye bye.